Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
All right. Hey, Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
All right, hey, we're the brothers and Jim, that's Louisiana Saints, coming back at you with another live lesson, another Shabbat lesson, preaching the downfall and destruction of Babylon the Great and the salvation of the remnant, which are the holy elect of the nation of Yahshua. Before we get started, I want to give all infinite honor and glory and praise to
Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushua, Bahasham, Bahadash.
Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, rule and teach well. Peace and blessings to the holy elect who continue to push this truth throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalom.
Shalom.
All right. Hey, we're in prophecy mode over here. Okay? Prophecy mode. Ain't nothing getting, no video getting put up throughout all our daily lives. And there's nothing going on without prophecy being involved in it. Okay? So without further ado, we're going to jump right into it.
Mind if I get a precept for you real quick?
Go ahead, real quick.
This is Revelation 19:10. And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushua. Worship the Most High, for the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy.
That's what you're seeing right now. You will say something?
Oh, you got it.
Yeah. These things that are happening in the earth right now, what you're seeing, is all prophetical. Jeremiah 28:8, everything that's happened before is happening again. The Lord is bringing this thing into fruition. And we're seeing, we're living in it. We're living in the last of the last days. The spirit of Yahushua brings forth what? Lamentations, mourning, woe. All right? Salvation. That's what we're looking for. All right? And we're maintaining our integrity while the Lord's doing his thing in the earth right now. Jay got to be in the mindset of, look, let me continue to just focus. Focus on prophecy. Okay? Because certain other things that are happening in the earth are going to bring distractions. But the Bible says what? If it were possible, the elect shall be deceived.
That's a precept, bro.
And real quick, before you get it out, you see this thing going on with Donald Trump and all these, what it is, you got to get indicted, supposed to be going to jail and everything. Okay, with that Edomite who's from out of Baton Rouge, Stormy Daniels. Okay, all right, that's a distraction right now.
I got a scripture too.
The Lord is doing powerful works in the earth, according to 2 Ezra 9th chapter. All right,
Let me get this one real fast.
go ahead.
This is first Corinthians 7:35, and it says, "And this I speak for your own profit, not that I may cast a snare upon you, but for that which is comely,
Yep.
and that ye may attend unto the Lord without distraction."
Ooh, all right, no traps. All right, the focal point. Have that single line. All right. We know that the major prophetic events are happening upon earth. We're seeing Finland join NATO right now. Okay, you got the CBDC, the BRIC nations. Okay, with OPEC, the Saudis. Okay, Saudi Arabia has said, look, we don't want to deal with the reserve currency. We want to go over here. All these nations are forming this thing to bring forth the end. So we'll watch it with no distractions. All right, go ahead.
I want to say one thing too.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell war is coming because even when you go back when we was little kids, back in 97, 98 or so, what happened was Saddam Hussein when he said he's no more dealing with the dollar and made a move on it and started dealing with the euro.
Yep.
Not even a month later, they waged war on him.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing for Muammar Gaddafi. When Muammar Gaddafi told Qatar and the U.S., shove it up your ass, all right, I ain't dealing with y'all, I'm going to make my own currency, backed by gold, what happened? They went after him. They killed him.
Yep.
So the same thing has to go for this theater war called the theater war that's going on with Putin. Right? Putin has an alliance that he set up. That they're not dealing with the dollar no more. So what's going to have to come out? What's coming after that, man? War. Same thing happened for John F. Kennedy. Same thing happened for Abraham Lincoln. All right. This is what they do.
Right, bro. Yeah, and they had what was 7 countries that the United States had to invade
In 5 years, kind of.
in 5 years. You had Iran, okay, the Persians, on the last of the ones on that list. All right, they're making moves right now, and I just read something how the United States is trying to make some kind of deal right now, but they don't want that. These type of acts that are happening in the earth bring forth wars. Trade wars lead to real wars. the dollar is an excellent.
Proxy wars too.
That's it. That's right. Somebody get that definition of proxy wars. Okay? These trade wars are leading to a real war. Okay? And the brother said proxy wars. These things that are just, okay, it's hit and miss, bam, bam.
Indirection.
Mm-hmm. Indirection.
That's why they tell you they got ISIS or they got rebels. All right, they fund those rebels, give them, and it's been documented. It's been shown how the U.S. funded all these different groups.
Yeah.
Helped them. A lot of times when that thing bust out over there in Syria, guess what? When they was throwing when the rebels was throwing tear gas and shit like that, when you look on the tear gas that they were throwing, it said made in the U.S.
Oh wow.
They was airdropping guns and supplies to these people. All right. But that's what they do with the proxy war. They fund somebody else to go out there and do it when they're not doing it directly.
Yeah.
All right.
They even with
Go ahead.
with the white helmets, the supposed the humanitarian force that was over helping them people because they said Assad gassed his people. They had footage of them setting up setting up the FFs with the gas attacks, and that they just happen to show up on the scene and be helping people that are coughing and dying.
Yeah. But you the boogeyman the whole while.
They want to. I think the white hats, they showed up at the Oscars and got a recognition for, like Zelensky.
Yeah.
He showed up at the Oscars and got recognition for his role, as we'll say,
And
in the Ukrainian war.
they had the new awards where it said like Denzel and all this best actor of the year. No, Zelensky is the best actor of the year. This nigga got paid $18 billion. Oh, so I'm talking about that. Say Denzel, he's like he made $10 million this year. He's the highest paid. No, Zelensky is the highest paid actor of the year.
Wow.
All right, that nigga got the moolah, he got the bag.
And he said, "We still need to see your sons and daughters soon here."
How much that?
18 billion.
Oh man.
He got it.
Yeah. And see what he did during his whole Russia-Ukraine conflict, he established that digital payment system.
Mm-hmm.
He got his citizens over there doing it right now. So we're in that time, we're in that out. Go ahead, Al.
This Revelation 16 and 13. And I saw 3 unclean spirits like frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon, and out of the mouth of the beast, and out of the mouth of the false prophet. For they are the spirits of devils working miracles, which go forth into the kings of the earth and the whole world to gather them the battle of the great day of Yahweh Almighty. And when you look at those 3 unclean frogs, one of them is Europe, and Europe controls that banking system. Those corporate bankers don't live in America. They live in Europe, all right? And when people get away from that dollar, like the brother bought out, what does that do? That's an act of war when you're not dealing with none of these corporate bankers and none of their central banks, all right? When you don't deal with these central banks, they normally go annihilate your country, all right? So those 3 unclean frogs are, when we see what's going on with these BRIC nations and all these nations getting away from the dollar, all right, that's prophecy being fulfilled because those 3 unclean frogs is getting everybody geared together for what? The great almighty day of the Lord, and Armageddon one for war. So you have to be occupied in these prophecies to understand what's going on. Saudi Arabia, that when they start fucking with the American dollar, that's gonna fuck up everything throughout the planet Earth when it comes to the money system.
Yeah, that's why you see the gas is, me and the brother we were talking about before we left Baton Rouge, it's doing a slightly increase. You went from whatever it was to a sharp increase, just like that. Go on.
Yeah, you got Russia
Mhm.
just bought the Earl from Japan.
Japan bought the.
Yeah.
They
Right,
went
right,
behind
right.
the.
I seen that.
They went aside the price cap that
Over
Europe
that,
put on Russia
yeah.
to deal
To
with
deal with
Russia.
it, man. So it's that.
It's there.
The oil and gas, which are the main resources, like you say, man, these people is bailing this thing up, man. Ain't no getting around this thing, man. Like you just coming head on.
Yeah.
You gotta
It's smacking you dead in your face.
right in your face.
It's straight prophecy. That's how the Lord get down. The Lord destroys something through the economic system to set up a war, the greatest war upon the whole planet Earth, where everybody's involved right now.
That's right.
And at this specific time, everybody has thermonuclear arsenal right now.
But the weak
So
say
the
I'm
weak say,
strong.
"Oh, God."
And guess what? In every major economic collapse, what came after that? War. All right, you had the Great Depression. Right, what happened?
World War II.
World War II happened right after, man.
And
Leading to the first
Yeah.
World War I. was a collapse then, man.
Yep.
All right, because World War II was a war of a war of poppy seeds, the war of drugs. All right, World War One was setting up. It was to set up those bankers, man, to be the head honchos. But they took down the last ruling power back then was Tsar Nicholas II. All right.
Hey, before the war in Afghanistan and Iraq, what you have the .com bubble that collapsed in the early 2000s.
So it always been set up. So that's how we know war is coming too, man. The war drums is beating.
Yes.
All right, you got every week you got run-ins with Russia, Iran, fighter jets spying and doing all type of shit. So those are those little things, the little skirmishes will turn into big things, man. Like I want for you though.
Bro.
All right, this is Ezekiel 38:1. It says, "And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against God, the land of Meshach, the land of Magog, the chief of Meshach and Tubal, and prophesy against him, and say, Thus said the Lord Yahweh, Behold, I am against thee, O God, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth, and all thy armies, all right, horses, horsemen, and all them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, and all them handling swords." It says Persia, or Ethiopia, Libya, with them, all of them with shields and helmets. It says Gomer and all his band in the house of Togarmah. It says of the north quarters and his bands all. It says all many people with thee. And what a point I wanted to get. Where it says, but be thou prepared and prepare thyself. It says, and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them.
Key word right there, bro.
That's it.
A guard unto them. Russia's protecting everything over there. Like the brother was saying, they put out everything like this and then play the backfield. And these other nations know this. Russia has been supplying Libya. You can look it up right now. Russia has been supplying Libya with nuclear weaponry. Because they have something called watchdogs, okay, over there in the so-called Middle East. They look and see, okay, this is what's being supplied over here, okay. We got that notated. We're gonna let the public know what's going on right now. But America, you're the one that's the bully in the room. Go ahead.
And since I've been in the truth, it's always been put out there that Russia has been supplying Iran with uranium rods, which are the major components of making a nuclear missile. And so much, Russia helped them also build underground warehouses to make those things, to make those missiles underground. And there's pictures of the U.S. has photos of them bringing all sorts of missiles into in Iran, man.
God. That's right, bro. Hey, those Persians they backed by Iran, so why they can go out there and just do what they want to do. Okay, because they know they're backed by a big dog. Okay? It was on Russian TV that they had Iran had 60,000 missiles underground. On Russian TV, they actually showed this.
Another thing they've been doing, it's been a known fact, man. All right, since the beginning, since World War II, that Russia's been going around the whole world giving people AK-47s, man, giving people weaponry to be guarded, to help them fend against the big bully of the world, man. Why do you think everybody making these major deals with them? Cuba. It's been a known fact that Cuba and Russia been like this. They got Russian submarines parked over there.
Don't they got an airport or like a runway that Russia could fly down?
Venezuela.
This is a known fact, man.
But they could just land their shit right there, right?
Nuclear
bombs.
That's why the Bible calls it, back in what Yakinan just brought out, the land of unwalled villages. Why is it called that? Because you can just fly right in, you can drive anywhere, you can go anywhere. Overhead balance on the right.
Trump never built that wall.
Oh, yeah. God,
and the Lord, we're gonna say this through the Spirit. The Lord is with Russia. Russia and against Russia.
Yes.
Because when you read
He's
in
ready.
Ezekiel, yeah, he went
Ready.
to help destroy America and be a God to fulfill
Yeah.
biblical prophecy. And he gonna knock Russia ass off too, man.
Because he said, I will stir up the Medes.
I'm gonna stop the meat.
That's in Isaiah 13. Y'all just brought up and said, prophesy against God.
Against God and their God. Yeah. But he with him to take the bully down, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the belt.
Yeah, just like he was with America. Babylon has been a golden cup in my hand, but now it's time to
He toss
that wine out that cup and throw it in the trash.
Right.
When you go to Revelation 13 chapter, the beginning of the Edomite power structure was that leopard, and the end of it is that Russian bag. You know, so they're that last Edomite clan that's going to get taken down after America. It's all prophecy coming to pass.
Yeah, but it's like the Bible says, the Lord said he mustered the host of the battle.
Yeah.
So the focal point is the Lord is destroying this economic system over here in America to set up these other nations, the BRICS, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. Okay? What that was that guy with the Kenyan said, look, in a couple of weeks,
Get rid of all your dollars. The citizens there.
we're in that final hour.
Yeah, because we also see, all right, and it's been known, the brothers been sharing the information. All right, you got Wingstop, you have Starbucks,
EA games.
many of these places that you go to, they're saying, well, don't even come here with money, we gonna cash it.
Yeah, like the one you had put in there,
Yeah.
with like as of April something, everything's going digital.
Yeah, by
Jazz Fest.
Yeah, by July.
Yeah, Jazz Fest. That's the first time ever down here. They got a Jazz Fest festival. They have big old shit, man. Go on for a whole week or so. They're saying we're now cash. They don't even come here.
Convert your money into in an app or credits or something.
Don't even come unless you ready to get down with the program. That's what they're doing. And we're into the time where they're looking for a due date. The due date is around July.
That was said. So when did that the article?
It won't happen.
Yeah.
It backs up what the Apostle said.
Yeah.
Said in April they're finna push it, and by July they want it in full swing. All right, and what they're gonna do? All these places that have the last couple of dollars, they're gonna start turning them into the mint. They did that back then with remember Ben Lil? You remember Ben Lil? Huh?
The coins.
The coins.
Mm-hmm.
They did it back then even with food stamps. Food stamps, they did it on paper.
Yeah.
What they at now?
Yeah, they gone.
Once they use it, they turn them in. Those places turn them into the mint. And they burn them. They destroy it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what they're finna do with the money. Everybody's making cash transactions.
Yeah.
Those stores gonna turn their money in, and they're gonna turn their money in turn to get the same money they turn in, the physical dollar. You're gonna turn back and give them the actual digital dollar to back it up. They just want the money.
They want the money back.
So what you gonna do when there's no paper dollars on the streets?
Yeah.
Or they not being accepted?
Yes.
They did that with
Finna be to get down, lay down, like.
regular money.
Even with the silver, remember back with
Silver dollars,
silver dollars, man.
$2 bills, the old money. Like if you let's say you stack something from the 80s and you bring that to a bank, they're gonna get that money and burn it up and give you this new blue money.
No monetary
All right,
system.
so that's the same thing about to happen with this blue money. You're gonna bring it in, turn it in, and they're gonna transport it to let it metamorph into something digital, a card. That's what they're gonna do first. Put shit on a card.
Universal basic income.
Yeah, but then they're gonna rush it in with that corona, man.
You know, they got another guy I know. This guy, he's a multi-millionaire. He got a YouTube page. Jake. Jake said, "Fuck that." He's like, in a couple of months, I'm done with this YouTube shit. Get the fuck out of the country. And all of them, and many of his homeboys and friends, are getting the hell out of here, man.
Yeah.
Right. Multi-millionaires, actors, regular, what they call them, regular Joe Sixpacks. They're getting the hell out of here.
Johnny Depp said he left before shit get fucked up over here. He quoted saying,
I would say. So like, go ahead.
So like, even when they leave though, they push that chip over in Sweden and different places like that even harder, man.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna be able to escape it.
Escape it.
Right.
It's gonna come on the whole world.
Right. They come in here last minute.
Yeah.
Everywhere else they pushing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they want to beat it.
That's
In
it.
other words.
The Lord is saving America for that great event. It's what you call a digital concentration camp. That's what it is. It's a digital country, kept that woman, Catherine, what the lady name? What, Catherine Austin?
Catherine Austin.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
She spilled the beans.
Oh.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, yes, bro.
Hey, we love her. Hey,
We love
we love you. Hey,
I gotta say it.
real shit. We love you. The water Yahweh, I was shot. Lord,
That's
you
right.
require the spirit of my own flesh. The water for the Lord bring you to the forefront to bring forth this information to where we see what these devils are getting ready to do.
She probably dead too.
Okay? Yeah, she may be. She very well may be. They're gonna track everything. It's all set up for destroy the dollar and to track your every movement. You're gonna know, okay, if you owe a payment from the 21st, you try to pay it on the 30th of that month, it's already being taken out of your account already. Ain't no more 10-day grace period. Well, I ain't gonna pay it here, I get a little time to pay it. No, they're gonna automatically take it.
Yeah, you talk about the things that we're talking about, they just block your account. You can't use your account. Now you can't eat. All right? This is what it's about. Control.
Right.
It's about control. It's about the same thing when you look on the movie They Live. Obey. Control. You know, some other words they use on that, man. And that's why they got your people. That's why we the ones with the shades on, or they can see. You are the ones that walk around with big ass ugly faces, man. All right, go ahead.
That's what they did in Nazi Germany. They had people around. If you heard saying anything anti-government, anything against the system, you were put in jail and thrown away.
And you can see it too with the guy Andrew Tate. They could just make up something on you.
He was in like Europe and they got his ass.
Yeah, and that broad, she didn't even go inside. She didn't even never go into the house, but she said she was harvested, kidnapped, all type of shit, you know. And that's what these devils plan on doing that to the men of the Lord. They're gonna make a case.
Yeah.
All right? We're on the hit list, man.
Yeah. We saw hit this.
You out there too. You regular people that you sincere out there, whether you a older Jake, older Israelite, a woman.
Yeah.
You believe in Yahweh Shai, your IP address, or they got you.
They
You
coming
out
for
there.
you. You put any kind of post on Instagram, social media, any kind of outlet, format, they got you.
That's what the Lord said in the scriptures. Then it shall be known who are my chosen. Because you guys out there that actually believe in Yahweh Shai, you watch the prophets, you watch the apostles, and you believe, you truly believe in what the scripture says, you believe in what we're telling, all right, you public enemy number one too.
Facts.
All right, they're gonna try your faith too. The Lord want to see who really loves him. The word of scripture says, who shall stand up for me against the evildoers, man?
Right.
Go ahead,
Just to back up what I was saying, this is Ezekiel 7, we start at 17 and jump to 19. It says, all hands shall be feeble, and all knees shall be weak as water. Verse 19, they shall cast their
Stop right
sight.
there. This is the time that we're in right now. All hands are being feeble. Okay? The Lord finna bring that destruction, that Lord finna drop a lot of you tribes, man. You see what's going on with these train derailments that are just happening. Why is this happening like this? The seas and waters are being polluted. The Bible says, in the book of the 12th chapter of Revelation says what? Woe to the inhabitants and of the sea. Everything is being affected right now. The Mississippi River down in the Gulf is affected right now. It's at its lowest level. You can't really. They doing trading, but it's not as much as it will. But the lowest it's plaguing. Go ahead.
Even in Egypt, when you look at the 7 plagues of Egypt, or the plagues, one of them was what? The destructions of the waters, man.
Right.
And it's just happening here, man. This is Sodom and Egypt again, man. The same plagues are happening here, but it's just what? Over and over.
And what they're doing, they're making it like the siege of Sodom.
Does that?
You know,
Squeeze it.
Turn off the water,
Fence.
They squeeze.
contaminate the water, no food, nowhere to run to, man. All right? You jump in that day, you jump your ass in the water, you won't. You might come out with 2 toes, man.
Yeah.
And 3 heads. That's why they got the trains. These all it's all up there in Idaho now, it's all up there in Minnesota, Ohio.
They literally gotta make an acid rain eating paint off the cars.
And they had worm rain.
That's for a reason, man.
Yeah,
That's for a reason. They're shutting this shit down, man.
Yeah.
Babylon the Great is up for foreclosure, it's shutting down. All right? This bitch getting evicted, man.
Yeah.
All right, what you about to say?
I was saying I posted a video on the WhatsApp and it was raining worms, man. And it's gonna rain just like it rained frogs and different pestilence and things like that. We gonna see even greater things, man, in this one, man.
Yeah.
You know?
And all these damn the zombie movies that Esau make is always a chemical spill.
Chemical spill,
It's the apocalypse. Chemical spill. Chemical spill.
Chemical spill.
What they call it, predictive programming.
Program.
You see what I'm saying? So now we got.
Food processing plants burning down.
I mean, what's the chances in a month's time you have 5 or 6 derailments and boats dropping chemicals
In the walls.
consistently? Like it becomes a pattern. All of a sudden, and it's undocumented through the archives of history. Now you can get an oil spill over the years, but now it's just chemicals you never even heard of.
Yeah, like you had the benzene all spill, the spill out there. But after that, it was nothing. But these things are happening every day, bro. The Lord got these things happening every day. You name me since January 1st. We kept the blessing Passat. Everything has been just turned. It's been turned.
We're not complaining.
We're not complaining. All right.
I got
Bring more, Lord. All right.
Yeah, you got one too. This is Second Ezra, chapter 15. I'm gonna start at 9. It says, "And therefore said the Lord, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. Behold, my people are led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, but I will bring them with a mighty and stretched out hand, one bad arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before,
Yeah.
and will destroy all the lands thereof. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plagues and punishments that Yahweh shall bring unto it. They that till the ground shall mourn, for their seeds shall fail through the blasting of hell, and with a fearful constellation.
Amen.
All right, woe to the world and them that dwell therein."
Yeah. So like the brother was saying, man, it's a fearful consolation. And the Lord gonna he's stretching out his hand right now. He said he's gonna stretch, he's gonna smite Egypt with plagues as before. Again.
Yeah.
Again, you gotta go back to the beginning of that thing. Beginning of that thing, Lord said he's gonna do it again. Okay? Like we've been talking about it, man. That's why we're talking about it. You had a heat plague. You had a heat plague from the Lord from last year. There was just a scorching heat. Nothing was, everything was just, I'm not going outside right now. All the time you going outside was to do the work of the Lord. You got to work. It's like,
You got the tornadoes.
Yeah.
And they've been all in the Midwest and the upper north of Babylon. They've been having sound like voices and shit, screeching, howling
Strange
noise
sounds.
and shit. Sounds. Sound like a fucking.
Yeah.
One of them sound like it sound like a ram's horn.
like a ram's horn.
You don't know where the hell it's coming from.
Like a truck.
You know, people seeing shit. I got recent videos. Of people seeing large figures, man. Which is aberration. The first thing I'm talking about. You see a guy. You had one nigga act like he was breaking in a car. And you see a shadow figure across the street watching him. As he go back, the shit running behind him and shit, man. You know? I got another video. Once this video go, I'll show you brothers. I mean, you got chariot with red lights in the sky. And it's at nighttime, the guy goes up to the stop sign and look, what the hell is that? And you see a light shine towards the guy. It hit the little town of EMP. This chariot made all the lights go off.
I seen a video. This was a real video of the dude posting. He was like, "What the fuck is this?" He was at his house and he had his camera in his front yard. And he came out the house and a shadow ran in his fucking house.
Mm-hmm.
It was a real fucking. It was like a real little apparition ran in the fucking house. Caught on camera.
Y'all remember the one a couple of weeks ago or a couple of months back? I showed y'all with a chick. She was making a video and the reflection inside the TV, like that right there. You can see a figure, a dude with a face, a body, everything sitting next to her, looking at it. But when you look with the camera, ain't nobody there. When you look in the TV, you can see the figure. This is what's going on. The Lord hitting this bitch with the same apparition in place.
It was Psalm 17.
Up there, somewhere on the East Coast, I had a guy. He went fishing. You can see the water. The water looked like blood. It looked like dark blood, man.
Yes. Yeah.
But they're not putting these things out there though.
Yeah. Not on the mainstream news. That's why the Lord said to be watchful.
Yeah.
Okay? We're watching on all alternative media outlets. What it is, Russian TV, Al Jazeera, these other things. We have access to that.
Whistleblowers,
What's
Job 777,
Yeah.
Richie from Boston.
Yeah.
All right.
Canadian prepper.
Canadian prepper. Gerald Salente.
Salente.
We own all that, man. Dex.
Oh,
All right. Global research. That's another heavy hitter. Global research.
Yeah.
That's an old school one from back in the day with the Apostles. That's global research.
Full spectrum.
Euro News.
Full spectrum. I'm on here.
Hey, El Apostle Rama put us on the guy Jeremiah B. He be out there in Cali. You're like, the warning signs are here. The signal is happening. The crashing of the economic system, Zephaniah 1 and 10. The crashing of this economic system, Lord, will happen this year. To usher in that great reset. It's the hopeful year of all the prophecies being fulfilled. Period. I'm gonna what? Bring out what you had. Okay.
Back in Ezekiel 7, verse 19, they shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed.
Yeah.
Their
Now, why are these people buying gold and silver right now? You see what's happening in the earth right now. Everybody wants to run to gold and silver right now because of the de-dollarization of the reserve currency right now. How's it going to benefit you in the day of the Lord's wrath?
You gonna turn that gold in that day, somebody gonna be at your head, man.
Yeah.
Go to the pawn shop for someone to turn in that type of coin. Because only Esau gonna know about it. So the Mesoamites is locked and loaded, heavily on. They gonna gun you down, man.
Yeah.
From down the street somewhere. It's gonna get like the movie Heat out here. You ever watch the movie Heat?
Yeah,
It's gonna get buck ass wild.
Right, we talking about
Robberies, all that type of shit gonna go, man.
Robert De Niro, God.
It's about to get dead bad, man. You gonna hear it. I'm gonna tell you right now, New Orleans, we head the curve on crime right now. Don't worry about that. We got that already locked and loaded. So all you other states and cities and towns, you want to catch up.
Yeah.
All right.
On the line, bro. Hey, like you said, during every economic collapse that was happening, okay, you had a high murder, had a high crime rate in every city, from LA to New York down to the deep Gulf South. Yep.
And if you do the research and do the studies, let's go back to the 20s when the Great Depression happened. What the fuck you think was going on when the gangsters was around? Crime. Leave up to that. They were taking what the fuck they want.
The Prohibition era, nothing but drive-bys with Tommy guns.
Yeah. So what you think was going on? They make it seem like, they was standing in line. They would come and get the white beans and rice. Potato salad. Not potato salad, but mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
It was
The strong was only taking a week.
Yeah.
Real quick, I got this article. I brought this up earlier when y'all was talking about how trade wars and proxy wars lead to real wars, but it circled back to the Great Depression. This is an article that says trade wars lead to shooting wars and depressions. Trade wars were a principal factor in causing the Great Depression of the 1930s and World War II. I just want to skip to this quote here.
I want to say one thing too. Like my old saying, right? My old saying from back in the day. Coming from the apostles and doing other research and study, I'm gonna say it again to you out there that don't know, and that you out there you're scared, you're confused. Hey man, you better get your mind right, because once again, over there in those other countries, they throw rocks.
Yeah.
When shit busts out there, hell break loose. Over here in America, they're gonna throw lead.
Yeah.
This is the most weaponized country there is for our citizens, man. Everywhere else in the world is a gun-free zone. What you about to say?
There's more guns than citizens.
Yeah. So they're gonna throw lead. You a guy that you got them bammy knees when you look at a gun, you just looking all crazy. You better get acclimated.
You better accumulate that thing.
It's gonna be like it's gonna be like the last purge with the Israelites on there. The guy was in the back of that van. 9mm, AK-47, AR-15, 308. That's a Glock. 30-06.
He was having a reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got
He was
wet.
bricked up on that. He was bricked up on that, man.
They just bust It collapsed back over. And due to the C-19 when it first popped off, whatever it was 2020, whatever, give or take a few 2019, whatever. It was a 283% increase in gun sales.
Hell yeah.
First time owners increased for record for first time owners.
First time owners.
Better than the end
That's what
of
it was.
the end of was getting them too.
Yeah. And it was the classes increased on the gun classes. He said it was the last, the instructor says all women.
Yeah.
In the classes,
Yeah.
single women.
Yeah.
They was all taking the gun classes, man, and learn how to use the gun.
They ain't gonna do nothing, man.
They don't do shit.
Tasha and Keisha not gonna do nothing.
Nah, you do nothing.
All right.
The independent women.
Keisha bought that pink Glock with the black with the pink thing on
Yeah.
top. And then this doesn't look pretty. You ain't gonna do shit with that.
You gonna take that? You gonna freeze up in that day, man?
Right?
When these Edomites and these different nations come out here, they gonna have Shaq out here, man. I'm talking about industrial ladders out here. Big shit. That's right.
6 feet out, 12 feet out.
Yeah.
You catch some fish.
Yeah. Y'all playing. They ain't gonna-
Fight.
You gonna hear this noise all day, ringing up your ears.
Yeah.
Motherfucker have level 5, level 7 vests on this
Knee
shit.
pads and elbow pads
Yeah.
on.
Going back to what we were talking about earlier with that dynamite, you're gonna have it's gonna be anything is gonna go.
Yeah.
We had did a video
Hey,
quality.
it's gonna be Grand Theft Auto.
That's
You
it.
see on Grand Theft Auto, motherfucker bring out the rocket launchers,
Yeah.
all the big shit. That's what's gonna happen when society collapses. And if you think we bullshit, just go watch. And the brothers that have been coming up through the 90s, go watch the Rodney King riots.
Ooh, LA.
Go watch LA, the Rodney King riots, man.
Yeah.
Go watch all the shit that happened up there in it's not in Tulsa, but Tulsa. It had one up there in
The Mike Brown shit. Ferguson.
the Ferguson
Ferguson.
shit. They had some shit before that in Kenton. I think in Kenton, Ohio, or something like that.
With the George Floyd.
No, it's some other shit that went down, man.
Can't.
Kenton, Ohio, Kenton, Ohio, whatever, man. All right.
Yeah.
This America's gonna turn into the new Greece. You remember what happened in Greece, right? Y'all, come on, tell me you didn't forget what happened in Greece, or what happened in Venezuela.
Venezuela.
We beat each other, man. Come on, man. I mean,
You know the trash
you
can.
tell me 3 years gone by.
You had that cold ass.
Yeah. You tell me 3 years gone by. They didn't give you Dancing with the Stars. They didn't give you Power. They didn't give you the shit with the punks on the TV.
Come on.
And you niggas that forgot about Venezuela, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, I had a friend who was in Greece when that shit went on. He said he could look at his hotel room and see people throwing Molotov cocktails at the police on the they got a hit on their shield, people on fire running around screaming.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. This is what we getting down to, man. The time of blood, guts, and ass, man.
Hey, the second interest. What you got? 15.
Jake not getting out of here. Yeah, he can pull that too. Jake not getting out of here unless these prophecies be fulfilled.
Yes, Lord.
Right? Blood, guts. Okay? Yeah, you ever say
Octane.
octane?
Because you look
We
at all,
did
you look at
real quick, I did the video on it about Jacob's trouble will be action packed.
yeah.
You watch a movie that has action in it. That's what Jacob's trouble is. Thriller. Drama.
Starring you.
Suspense. Starring you. You're gonna be a cat. You're the captain. Okay?
A lot of you gonna get that Bushwick type of action, man. You're getting them Bushwick, man. I won't be surprised you see a nigga
The wild.
fully flamed out, man, from head to toe.
Half his face melted off.
Yeah.
Because he was like, what's that noise, honey? I'm going to go see what.
Boom! Over with. At the very beginning,
That was the beginning.
That's right.
The beginning of sorrow.
We don't suffer over, bro. Go ahead,
when society collapsed, you have explosions
Mm-hmm.
everywhere throughout the city. That's what put the people in such a frenzy. When you look at the movies and all hell break loose, like when you look at that other movie with Van Reams on. As soon as that movie started, what it had?
Dawn of the Dead.
Dawn of the Dead. A big ass explosion. All right? People in America haven't seen that. You plants explode sometimes, but when you just hearing this consistently throughout the day, yeah, man, that's what's coming.
Yeah. You men gonna be turning. You gonna turn into some full blown hoes out here, man.
Yeah.
Hollering, screaming. You gonna fudge in your pants. You niggas gonna be snotting and crying.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah, a lot of them already laying on their stomach.
Dude,
Who you mean they gonna be
holding hands.
You niggas gonna test some draws up in that day, man.
Jake trying to light the fire with a we shall overcome. And it ain't gonna happen. He's gonna overcome your ass, man.
Yeah.
I'm what? Bring it out. Y'all brothers got it.
I'm not read the article. I just want to read this part right here. It says the impact of the trade war started by the U.S. is likely to go far beyond a downturn in business for American companies. Trade wars cause depression. Trade wars cause shooting wars. French economist Frederic Bastiat is often quoted as saying that when goods do not cross frontiers, armies will. So when people can't get food, they're gonna take up arms and go get it.
Bring it out.
They only shooting to get to them buttons. Like y'all can now say you want that blue. They only shooting for a little while to get to that real deal, man.
Shit ain't gonna be long, man.
What Edom say? I use my handgun to get to my what? My rifle. That's it. I only use it to get to the rifle. You don't use the rifle to get to the
It's gonna get out of hand.
fighter jets.
Once it starts, it's out of our control. We got
That's a video. What you said, the handgun is gonna lead to the
rifle.
Gonna lead to the nukes. It's gonna start with war on the streets. You're gonna have so-called, quote-unquote, tear attacks upon Babylon the Great. Something greater than 9/11 is coming to America.
Yeah, some shit gonna make 9/11 look like a dead Chuck E. Cheese, man.
Yeah.
All right. And guess what? A lot of you people gonna get put to death behind that, man. What these elite bankers are finna do.
Yeah.
All right? They finna unleash on this shit, man. We didn't, like I say, just going somewhere. You see on the top of that damn Huey Long tanks, Humvees, they coming. Yeah, it's going all day. It's about for literal hours. You go somewhere, you see it up there, you come back, and they still going.
Yes, brother.
That's to lock the whole state down.
Yeah.
That's not for just New Orleans. That's to lock the whole state down.
Right. Because they're gonna break these states up into 10 ports. All right. FEMA has a 10-port plan of breaking these cities down. A man is not gonna be able to go into another major city.
I'm going there right now. You gotta get all the meat.
Like Yakinan just said, what we said, Quad, it's and down here where we at, they had Louisiana under fucking water, man.
I'm a core engineer.
They had it underwater.
You niggas ain't ready to go like that, man. And they gonna do it again.
Yeah.
They gonna do it again.
They're gonna drown
Way
this time.
worse. I heard that shit.
They've been doing them test runs. Yeah, the Katrina. Yeah, the shit happened in Baton Rouge in 2016. All those are test runs right now. It's how the people react. The C-19 was a test run. ESO is sitting in the whole, he's surrounding everything on the whole side. Pastor Ramla, you did a video about the everything being fenced in, man. It's a whole cage. The siege of Messiah.
Yeah.
When Reservation Titans and Domitian came in, they surrounded the whole city. Built the 8-wall gate, no way in, no way out.
Why do you think they never fixed the levees? They never fixed the pipes?
The pumping system.
Yes. The corps engineers.
The pump said they never fixed it. When the hurricane come over, we got 18 out of 30 working. Like, what you mean, man?
Yeah.
This, you get paid money from the city. We pay taxes and different things to make sure our plumbing system, nothing backed up and stopped. The roads fixed so the water can flow out.
Yeah.
Right? But they make sure they take the money and do what they want to do, but they don't fix the infrastructure. So what? It's already broken. It's already a bowl. So when water comes in, it's going to sit in. They just gonna flood
They
these
have a plan to get
these
rid of.
coastal states. They just gonna flood them out. Texas, Florida, New Orleans,
Right, bro.
Mississippi. They gonna flood them out, bro.
Well, you got a port at.
They gonna flood you out. They just gonna.
That's it.
They gonna.
That way they ain't gotta deal with you.
That's an easy guy. You easy with it.
Yeah.
Many people gonna die.
Yeah. What you just said over there in Cali been getting hit with wildfires.
Yeah.
They've been having with this water that's going over there, a lot of this rain. Now they're predicting a catastrophic season with these hurricanes. The east coast of New York cannot take no water at all. A category 3 will flood the whole fucking New York.
They flooded it.
They
Not
flooded
too long
it.
with the local. Here we go. They flooded New York, man.
They got movies of
Shit crazy,
of
bro.
New York flooding, man. The day after the moment.
They have to
Yeah,
go at 2012.
Yeah.
At 2012.
With the ice and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2012
was
was
like
that.
Them
Yeah.
devils really want to do that.
Hey,
Yeah.
this is right here, man.
2012 official.
Yeah, that was
It's from the core engineers down here. Hold up. Hold up. I'm gonna straighten it out real fast.
Yeah, they part of the committee of the 10, putting it in the 10 parts, man.
Yeah.
Helping. Structure, because the easiest way to break something down is to separate it by
Straight
parts,
up.
man. Not to take it down whole, but to what? Separate it.
Then, if I can say what's gonna happen once you start flooding all these different places, you gonna corral everybody because they gonna try to flee.
They gonna
Just
try.
like when a hurricane come, everybody flee.
Everybody, they did it in New Orleans. You want to get Jake out of uptown, push him over here. When you know you got beef at already,
Push them to the east.
I'm gonna destroy and kill y'all, and I'm gonna just tell y'all, tell uptown down.
This thing in the ground. Oh yeah. Wooden cedar pipes from World War II.
Wow.
That's fucked
Yeah.
up. That's
Yeah. And I show it to the
That's
camera.
fucked up. All this technology.
And they showed you that
They got
Batman.
titanium
When the
pipes out there.
weddings,
Everybody
everybody went to the stadium.
This the pipes that's in the ground.
Corralling what? Cattle. The Goya.
Yeah.
Just corralling them to what? To the place to get slaughtered.
Yeah.
That's right.
You just run them to where they go.
My
You ain't
people
gotta
is led as a flock to the
to the
slaughter.
slaughter. You don't gotta chase them. Just run them to the. Run them
Yeah, and half you niggas, Family
Shoot this,
Keisha,
Strategically.
and Tyrone, they can't fucking swim.
Yeah.
You niggas can't swim, man.
And
They
those,
can't fucking
and
swim.
those liberals up north, man, they look at people down here in the southern states. They look at it, they do the demographics. Most of them niggas, then a lot of the white Bible Belt that at least know them, that they are really jakes, and they don't look at them as significant. They don't have a problem swamping out these southern regions. Because they look at the people down south like they're insignificant, uneducated,
Country
and
bumpkins, man.
illiterate.
Yeah.
Country bumpkins, man.
Because the Bible Belt Edomites up north, they hate them motherfuckers, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They'll go back to that war that was going on. The north and the south.
A lot of you going back that way, you number incest babies. All right, you got them Saint Bernard white boys, them golden tattoos all in there.
Yeah. I seen them on the New Orleans exposing video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn about you, man. That's why they allowed them tornadoes to go through that. All right, then they got you Frankenstein babies over here in the West Wego going down to Thibodeau and Hammond. You niggas, they don't give a damn about it. I don't know why you still living down there. Ain't nothing down there. You niggas up there in Luling, ain't no fucking thing in Luling, man.
I didn't tell you about it on the way here. I just told him, but
Yeah,
he's
2 red lights.
Wow.
2 red lights, a nigga with an Oldsmobile Cutlass. That's it.
And bikes.
Yeah,
With no buzz line on it.
niggas, this shit is crazy,
Bring
man.
it out here, man. That's right. Bring out
And,
what you
and
got.
like, Lord, I hope the Most High sends some shit through here, man. It's getting ready to be hurricane season.
Yes.
That time.
You need to send a category 10 through this bitch, man.
Right, bro. Bring it on, Lord.
And they're gonna tell you it's a 3.
That's it.
That thing gonna be a 10. This how he played over it. How you gonna trust him? Or it's just a
Hey,
10?
that's why they made the movie, Geostorm.
Geostorm.
You combine these hurricanes together, one that formed over here together, and now it's like this. Well, he's supposed to put it on the news like the brother said, category 3, man.
Katrina was like that.
That's right.
Katrina was initially a weaker one when they hit land. It was a 5. It's like
I did that shit. Y'all notice that when I actually got in the goal.
I said that day I scored.
It jumped from a 4 and it slowed down, man.
Man, them
Right.
niggas gonna conjure
Over
up
Houston,
the
it
whole
did that.
state.
Yeah.
Yeah, the state over Houston get more
Yeah.
powerful a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Now, why would a hurricane just hover over a city when it's projected to just get out of there in a few
Get out
days?
the way there.
That state
Don't
that
stay there.
I'm talking about, I stayed Houston worse than New Orleans, man. If it rained for an hour or 2 down there, you were swimming.
Yep.
Back when I stayed at with the Brazos River, the water got up to the 2nd floor of the apartment, going to the 3rd floor. We talking about an actual apartment complex.
Houston is worse than it.
Yeah. If a 5 or 4 go there, everybody possibly dead.
Take them out.
I've been there. I seen niggas swimming in nigga up in the ice box, man. The freezer. He just like this. With 2 other niggas. They got the broom paddling, man.
Yeah.
Other nigga got tickle me elbow. He just trying to do this in the water.
Yeah, swipe that one.
Yeah, swipe the tickle your elbow. You know, right?
And remember what they said. That it was a guy it was a police on the news. They was on there, then they took it off. It's like, don't go on those barges. They taking people on there, they're killing them, and I think they said they was putting that Karagma in them too.
Yeah.
And that got wiped quick.
Oh yeah, I did a video on it. So like, I'm sorry.
Oh no. I got something in my head. Don't worry about
Did
it.
what you said, right? This video on it about the homeless man over there in Texas, Houston. With the sea here, they put it inside of him.
Well, let's be real. Let's be real. What happened for Katrina?
They said they did it to all the babies.
What happened to yeah, I'm gonna pull it up. They was giving the babies the Karagma
Yep.
for Katrina, man.
That's right.
Red Cross was doing it.
And it was taking them on buses
So they didn't lose
to
them. So they didn't lose them.
unmarked locations. Where was they bringing them? Some people was getting on buses, ain't know where they was going. They was just getting groups of
Oh, that
buses.
was everybody.
They didn't listen, that was everybody.
Yeah.
But
They like to give me
call
high.
like now, y'all wish Mr. Mother God, Lord got me straight with my family. But people was getting on buses and they ain't find their families. People on
Niggas still
MySpace.
missing. Niggas
People
still missing.
still missing, looking for their family. Like the bus supposed to went to Illinois. They ain't never got in contact with their family no more, man. In them convention centers and them places for help. The Superdome, they was bringing them unmarked locations and they never found their families no more,
It's
right?
like
Still looking.
the prisoners that was actually released down here.
Damn.
They was bringing them back there 5,000.
The ones that wasn't found, they took them to some fucking
The lady name is?
Maybe.
something like that, because everybody with the internet and shit, years later, you just type in your people's name and they get a social security number, start working again, you're gonna find them.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're going to find
They
them.
set up like
So the people that didn't get found, the government did something sinister with their asses.
Yeah, they was taking 5,000 prisoners back into the east and killing them, man.
Just killing them.
Even the top senator out here, there was a black woman by the name of, I think her name was Cynthia McKinney. Cynthia, I lost her, kind of escaping right now. It's been so long. But she brought that up. She even brought out, that's why I showed you, brother. They had just like on the Purge with the 18-wheeler, they had an 18-wheeler running around here like that, killing shit. Even they were snatching niggas up there on the Danska Bridge. Remember that retarded guy and his brother? They got them.
Blackwater and shit.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was all. The elder informed me of that. But I was a younger man. I wasn't privy to the things, I am now. But just generalizing it, the things he was saying, I was saying some of this shit, man. But I still wouldn't know then, like now, because I wasn't. Yeah, I was trying to survive. So as being a survivalist, you're not paying attention to babies getting took. Women going upstairs in the convention center, never coming back down, getting raped. I'm talking about screaming, children getting lost. No, all this was, I saw this, I'm seeing this. I was down there a week.
They thinking that like this, but this shit be happening like this, man.
They dropping MREs on the ground, Jake running, killing each other to eat. The battle, like MREs out the helicopters and shit, bro.
Yeah.
And we actually saw Bush riding around this thing in a helicopter. Literally. You can see him over the convention center in the thing.
They call it
Apache.
Air Force One.
Air Force One.
Real quick. It's 2 Kings 16 and verse 14.
Tell me, man.
Behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. So the Lord is just plaguing this place with nothing but plagues. Okay, you see what's going on with the world card, all situation, the trains, these storms, these tempests. Okay? We're finna enter into hurricane season down here in the deep Gulf South. Like we've been saying, we may be bringing it out in a whole, we may be permanently staying in a whole other state.
Yeah.
That's the reality of this thing. That you're gonna be actually living in a place where you never thought, because the Lord finna just do a whole shift. The earth is given to the hand of the wicked, so we said that America's gonna be divided into 10 parts. Louisiana specifically gonna be under fucking water, because it's under what? I think it said
We below sea level.
below sea level already. Jake may be in Texas, Jake may be in Atlanta, may be in Florida. We don't know.
This is it, man. Them boys are hopping out.
Oh wow.
Boys are hopping out. It's time for them boys hopping out in 18-wheeler on the Danska Bridge. It's mowing down shit, man.
And even trying to get over the G&O Bridge, if you try to leave the convention center, the guards was up there with assault rifles, told me and my mom and my woman them to turn around or they were gonna knock our head off.
Hey,
Y'all know walking over the
and they're
bridge,
gonna
man.
put that on the fucking movie. These movies
Yes.
you look at, they put them on because real life events happen like that.
But if I could say, they had a show on Netflix. It was like 5 years ago, and it was going into everything you guys were saying. It was based
You come out
out
and get the gun in the
after
That's
Katrina,
crazy.
and
killing shit.
at the last season,
Right where I
I mean
live
the
at.
last
Yeah.
episode of the show, they had a woman. She went missing, and they went found her back in the Lower Ninth Ward. She was in a whole FEMA concentration camp, getting plugged up with the Karagma, right?
Yes.
You can see the Red Cross, and it was Red Cross and FEMA. Like they was at with one, and they had armed guards surrounding the whole thing, and that was the first and last season. You can't find that no more, bro.
If you ask the average Joe or the bobblehead people what FEMA mean, they don't know. That's the Federal Emergency Management Agency, right? That's not to help you. Like, bro, that's the Federal Emergency Management. Like, any help that they're gonna do is gonna be for their cause. It's
Like
gonna be
Red
for them.
Cross. Red Cross is not to help you. Red Cross is for the homie, man.
Yeah, like FEMA for an emergency, them helping you might be blowing up a city because they are contagious
Yeah,
there.
and killing most of the
They
people.
just killing people. You know what I'm saying? They're not there to help you.
Yes.
They're there to help you for what they call the greater good.
The greater
But
good.
sometimes the greater good is we gotta kill these niggas.
You're expendable.
It's called the federal, the government,
It's the
emergency management. What the government, the emergency that the government's gonna manage.
That's it.
That they created.
And guess what? FEMA just came about all the way back to the time of Katrina. Before
And we
that, you
didn't
didn't
get
hear about it. You didn't hear about FEMA. You didn't know about FEMA. These are entities that they just spawn out of nowhere, man.
Our people was crying for help. Took from them though. Y'all can now they just crying to Egypt for help. Oh, FEMA gonna give us this already. We don't even know, bro. I didn't even know who that was. I ain't never heard of
And
that.
I
But how,
got
how
first.
the fuck they was signing for FEMA? Because them people that you seen from New Orleans on camera, where FEMA at? But they had to be actors.
We didn't know.
I never heard of them.
It was word of mouth.
Because even the video I showed brothers from back then, even the guy said he said that military troops from Blackwater and Israeli troops, they were down here for a whole literally a month waiting on the Hurricane 2 coming. They knew it was coming.
First hand practice.
Can I say something else, Elder?
Yeah, go ahead.
To show how wicked these devil is, just imagine if you know everything gonna get flooded and you put insurance on certain shit. A lot of people got paid, bro.
Of course.
A lot of people, I'm talking about those Edomites that know what was gonna happen before it
Of
happened.
course.
Man, bro, it's just all by design.
Didn't Trump own a lot of this land? Y'all can know.
He bought up the name more. He bought up the name more than parts of the east.
Oh,
He
jazz
was
land, huh?
He was giving motherfuckers like your house was 200,000. He was like, here, your house got flooded. He said, I give you 25,000 for it. And a lot of niggas was doing it, man, thinking that they weren't never coming back. And then, so like I say, all this shit was planned. This is before he became the president. He was finna put a Trump Tower down here.
Yeah.
In New Orleans, man.
Remember that shit.
But he owned most of the land.
All right. He was also part of a lot of them dudes who was put in prison for so long. He was doing favors for the people. It was all design. Everything is all by design, man.
Right.
Everything is by design.
And
This next coming fucking
you got it. You were about to say that.
This next coming event is all by design. It's been already pre-planned. It's waiting to be set in stone. The pieces are being set. Esau's crashing this bitch on all sides. And through that crashing, through these so-called natural disasters which the Lord is bringing upon earth, it's gonna all culminate in one event. All to that MOTB. That's what it's all about.
And in America, I'm gonna tell you something about all you sports or animated fucking fans, you fanatics. In America, the greatest form of people always comes to these coliseums. This devil gonna do something. We're gonna have you terrified to ever go to a coliseum the rest of your life, your days.
Yeah, they put it in Batman. They put it in Batman, all type of shit.
Yeah,
exactly.
You know, because most of these stadiums, you do the research. These stadiums are none more than FEMA camps and waiting.
They did it in Red Dawn.
Just like Nemo did it in Rome.
Right.
He burnt it.
Like
And 3 days later came back and burnt and reignited that fire again. Esau finna do something terrifying, like we said, Something greater than 9/11 is coming upon Babylon the Great.
And we
What's crazy?
and we
That's what
pray.
they were doing for Katrina. That type of shit. This is from the movie. Remember that dude riding on that 18-wheeler with that shit?
Yes.
They were doing that shit, bro.
They gonna put it in the movie.
And ironically, look what they did for Katrina. Now, this have never been open to the public ever. I don't know why them brothers from New Orleans knew. They opened up the Superdome for to house people in there.
Right.
Like, think about it. You only gotta pay. You gotta pay to go in the dome
Brother.
for whatever.
Brother,
Yes.
In the convention center, brother, that's money. Like, they would not open that to the public for free to house people in there.
hey, brother.
Make it make sense, brother.
And then just think about it. All the previous hurricanes that did.
They never opened it.
Never did.
They never did it. You see? So now that Hurricane Katrina was coming, oh, you could shelter in the Superdome. You could shelter in the convention center. What they did was they could house it, have the people there. So if they do it, they could what? Just blow the whole convention center. Or blow the whole, the Superdome up, brother. It's simple. Or lock it down as a what? Concentration camp.
Yes.
Easy.
That's what
Easy.
I'm gonna do.
Either or. I'm just generalizing it, you know?
He got something planned.
Like I just mentioned that movie Red Dawn, what they was doing. That's what they told people to
People to
go
go
voluntarily.
Voluntary.
And then what they did, they took school buses and went to outer parts like the east,
Grab
Mary,
people. That's
grabbed
right.
them and brought
And brought
them
them
to that,
Yeah.
like a hub, you know.
They concentrated.
That's it.
Literally.
Literally.
Real quick. It's 8:50. For many, great miseries shall be done to them. That in the latter times shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. And what you see going on here throughout these whole metropolitan cities, people walking in pride. You got parades, you got festivals, okay? These fucking events that's going on right now. People are walking in great pride, not paying attention to what's going on in this whole beast system right here. It's all being set up for a checkmate. And when Esau comes with that checkmate, people are gonna lose their fucking minds. Imagine the actual Israelite walking around without the actual paper dollar inside of their pocket right now. What are they gonna do? A lot of robbing is gonna happen. That's going on right now. A lot of killing is going on. You got Jake's down there like me and brother out there in Baton Rouge. Jake killing his wife and himself behind some box, man.
That's going on all over.
That's going all over Babylon, though.
Yeah, what's been going on here? A lot of Edomites and Jake's been killing themselves because they can't make ends meet anymore. Right? You know, you go in the house with the kids, it look like a hoarder been in there, man. People, they hurt, man.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I just shared a video on WhatsApp before you get it, y'all can know. Jake, Eve got stabbed 100 times.
I seen that.
Yeah, and then her son got thrown in the lake where it was immediately ate by a crocodile.
That's the Lord, man.
Immediately got ate by a crocodile. Man, I was trying to show that video, but for the sake, look, the Lord is bringing that tear up on her because we're at the end. It's the end. It's what the end look like. Okay, go ahead, y'all now.
No. Go ahead. I'm trying to find something.
I'm gonna bring that second Ezra
Go ahead. Break it down.
This second Ezra chapter 15 and verse 15, it says, "For the sword and the destruction draweth nigh,
Yeah, bro.
and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands." What's the modern day sword? The gun. Verse 16, it says, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another." Why they gonna invade one another? Because they're not gonna have the same resources that they have right now in this present time. They gonna need what? Food, water, right? Transportation. All of these things gonna become a high commodity, and they're gonna be sought out by other people with the means, with the weapons to go take them.
Evil's gonna be increased too.
That's right, brother.
Let's say that's 14.
Yes.
Gotta get that.
Yes.
It says,
Even to make you get to that point,
Evil
evil's have to
time,
increase.
They have to.
and he's gonna increase it. Esau Edom, but
Yes.
who is increasing him?
The Lord,
How about Shemal Shah?
break it
It's
down.
all said, but it's all set by Yahweh Shah. By Yahweh Shemal Shah.
The vision is yet for an appointed time.
Right,
And it's written in another place, the love of many shall wax
Shall
cold.
wax, yes.
So when the love of many wax cold, that means your neighbor who y'all been doing good deeds for the last 20, 30 years, They're gonna wax cold and be like, I smell barbecue next door.
Yeah.
Better
Yeah.
believe-
We're not watching the Saints on Sunday right now.
No.
No, I'm gonna watch your kid get barbecued on that grill right now. We're eating together.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring these 2 videos out real fast to back up what we're saying, because everything that we say, we back it up, man.
Nah.
All right, now listen to this. This ain't even but a minute. The other video is probably 2 minutes. This is about Katrina with the babies, man. They're gonna do this again.
I could have been used for something like that. And one of the things that blew my mind in that kind of area was Operation Katrina down in Louisiana.
Right.
I'll shed some light on the other. I didn't really mention it, but there's one of the things that blew my mind when we got down there. Obviously, not to help anybody at all. We watched FEMA take
Hold on, brother.
babies. We told the parents their babies would be given back to them within like 48 hours. So they're going to take them, give them medical treatment because the people were going in the water forever. And so what they did was the parents were sent to Texas.
It said the parents were sent to Texas, and the babies the baby that was down in Baton Rouge was sent. They were all microchipped. Let me run that back right there.
Parents were sent to Texas, and the babies down in Baton Rouge, and they were all microchipped.
And they were all microchipped.
Wow.
Now check this one out. This is another one from Katrina. This is from there was a presidential candidate, Cynthia McKinney. I had her name right. Look what she said. This is what happened down here. This is how dirty and nasty it's gonna get, man.
I had a woman in the wake of Hurricane Katrina. I had a woman. I've never really said this in public out loud in front of a lot of cameras. And there's a lot of cameras in this room now. But I had a mother to call me because her son had a very gruesome task. Her son's charge by the Department of Defense was to process 5,000 bodies that had received a single bullet wound to the head. And these were mostly males. And her
Hold
son
on,
was
you
afraid
can't
to talk.
let it come on. Right?
And her son, and these were mostly males. And her son was afraid to talk because he had signed a silence agreement. So he only complained to his mother. But the data about these individuals was entered into a Pentagon computer. And then reportedly, the bodies were dumped in the swamp in Louisiana. This is as a result of the tragedy of Hurricane Katrina.
There you go, brother.
That's it right there. Sign city delivered, huh? Yeah.
If you would send that to the thing.
All right, I'll put it in
Yes.
there.
Get the precept to back that up, bro.
Shit, crazy, man.
You got it. Yeah.
And what you think they're gonna be doing over the whole country, around the whole country? We just saw one stationary place. It was doing that for what, 5 days? Literally about 5 days for the training, I believe. Until they came,
Yeah.
they had a 5-day frenzy, man. 7?
Yeah.
Yeah, they was at a 7-day frenzy of just letting loose. All right.
That was a 6.
Yeah, man.
That's a lot of people, bro.
God.
You know they're lying about that number too.
Of course.
This 2 Ezra 14, verse 16. For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter.
Yeah. They're being done right hereafter. Okay. Going back to back in ancient Babylon. Okay, all the way down to right now. So when the brother's reading, he speaks about that as the world has gotten weaker through age. Yeah, that's a lot. Go ahead.
Verse 17. For look how much the world shall be weaker through age, so much the more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein.
Yeah.
I can bring one more shot.
Go ahead, bro.
This gonna be the heavy hitter, right?
Precept 2 for you when you finish.
All right, and this is what they're gonna do all around the country, man. For you people that don't know, you think you Billy the Badass, you got the tattoos, all right, across your face, but this is what they did. All right, listen to this.
Suppose we had a national emergency. Suppose the terror struck again, and President Hillary Clinton or President Barack Obama declared martial law in order to try to deal with this threat. And there was a private army of 20,000 soldiers that I could call upon to throw a ring around the Capitol and make sure that the Congress didn't leave town or didn't get back to the Capitol. I mean, how far-fetched is that?
Well, I mean, I was in New Orleans in the aftermath of Hurricane Katrina, and I think we saw a real window into the possible future. I was standing on a street corner in the French Quarter on Bourbon Street, and I was talking to 2 New York City police officers who had come down to help. And this was just a couple days after the hurricane had hit. And this car speeds up next to us, no license plates on it. It was a compact car, and 3 massive guys get out of it, and they have M4 assault rifles, bulletproof vests, wearing khaki, brown sunglasses, baseball caps on. And they come up and they say to the cops, "Where are the rest of the Blackwater guys?" And my head sort of started, I didn't even hear the answer. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Where are the rest of the Blackwater guys? So they get back to their vehicle and they speed off. And I said to the cops, "Blackwater, you mean like the guys in Iraq and Afghanistan?" They said, "Oh yeah, they're all over the place down here." So I said, "Well, I'd like to talk to them. Where are they?" And they said, you can go either way on this street, implying that they're everywhere. So I walked a little bit deeper into the French Quarter, and sure enough, I encountered some Blackwater guys. And when I talked to them, they said that they were down there to confront criminals and stop looters. Who called them in? And, well, this is an interesting story. Eric Prince sent them in there with no contract initially. About 180 Blackwater guys were sent into the Gulf. They got there before FEMA. I don't even know if FEMA's there yet, but they got there before FEMA, before there was any kind of a serious operation in the city at all.
On Prince's own decision.
Well, so Prince sends them in. Within a week, Blackwater is given a contract from the Department of Homeland Security Federal Protective Service to engage in security operations inside of New Orleans. At one point, Blackwater had 600 men deployed down there, stretching from Mississippi from Texas through Mississippi and the Gulf. They were pulling in $240,000 a day. Some of these guys, Bill, had just been in Iraq 2 weeks earlier, guarding the U.S. ambassador. Now they're in New Orleans. They said, "Oh, we do this sort of as a vacation." One was complaining to me that there wasn't enough action down here. And when I talked to them, they told me they were getting paid $350 a day, plus a per diem.
Homeland Security?
Well, they're being paid by Blackwater. When I got Blackwater's contracts with the Department of Homeland Security, it turns out that Blackwater billed U.S. taxpayers $950 per man per day in the hurricane zone.
Profit margin of 600.
Well, I mean, the math on this stuff is always complicated because, and Eric Prince and his men are very good at drawing up charts and sort of, saying, well, there's this detail and this detail. The Department of Homeland Security then did an internal review, and they determined that it was the best value to the taxpayer. At a time when the poor residents of New Orleans are being chastised for how they use their $2,000 debit cards that often didn't work, the ones provided by FEMA. But what was even scarier than seeing the Blackwater operatives on the streets of New Orleans was I encountered 2 Israeli commandos who had been brought in by a wealthy businessman in New Orleans and set up an armed checkpoint outside of his gated community. And they were from a company called Instinctive Shooting International, ISI, which is an Israeli company. I mean, and I went up and I talked to them, and they tapped on their automatic weapons and said, over in our country, when the Palestinians see this, they're not so afraid because they're used to it. But you people, you see it, and you're very afraid. They're almost proud of the fact that I was sort of in awe seeing Israeli commandos patrolling a U.S. street, operating, in fact, an armed checkpoint.
Once upon a time, companies and others hired Pinkerton guards, private guards, but never on this scale, right?
No, I mean, it was like Baghdad on the Bayou down there in New Orleans. And I mean, this is the point I'm making. The poor drown. They are left without food. They're called looters when they take perishable goods out of a store when they've been systematically neglected. The rich bring in their mercenaries to guard their properties or their businesses or their hotel chains. And I think it's a window into what happens in a national emergency. And
there you go. It's a window to what's going to happen with national emergency.
There's just cold words for sacrifice, man.
Yes.
There's a sacrifice in this bitch, man.
I know, and they said it's going to happen
Again, that's what he's saying.
Yes.
That's what he's saying.
Sacrifice the bitch again.
Mercenaries, huh?
Yeah, go ahead, run it.
See that black water, that black water is what, like, I'm telling you that part about
Mercenaries,
those mercenaries. These are trained expert killers.
Killers.
They told me they on the movie Lethal Weapon. Me and Ryan were talking about it's like
The guy said on the Purge. The movie, the first Purge, you don't remember them killing the guys? And the guy rolled up his sleeve. He said, "Oh, what tattoo is that?" He said, "Oh, that's Blackwater. That's mercenary groups, man."
Yeah.
And that show you how they're gonna send these killers in these different cities, man. Going to church, going to these different bodegas and projects and stores, man. The wacky Jakes, man.
They specifically went for Jake in the first purge.
Yeah, that was on lethal weapon. He said, Roger, what is that? He said, only trained expert killers got this specific tattoo like this.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't, yeah.
And then you remember too, they was putting on the first purge, they was putting crates of guns, all type of shit. Level 4, level 5 type of weapons, man. All right, you remember the guy, the main character, he said, man, where the fuck y'all get that shit from? Oh, we found these. He's like, nah, that's the government with that shit, man.
Yeah.
And they did it in Chicago. Chicago gonna be wild, but wild. Any major city and town that you from is gonna become a war zone, man.
That's right.
All right.
A friend of mine's sister was living up in Chicago for a while and said you could just walk down a back alleyway and find a crate with Uzis and hand grenades and just laying there.
Yeah.
Hey, Kaya, you probably could attest to this too. My pops ran some stories down to me back in the city when the hurricane hit. He said when Jake and them used to get busy with the looting and shooting, he said at night you would hear all like the military bands and shit rolling in. Niggas and shit.
I told y'all about that too, over there in Iberville. Them niggas in Iberville was shooting at the helicopters over there by that. What's the name of that? It's what district down there by the Armstrong Park is a police station down there. Yeah, in Tremay, that police station. They was shooting at the helicopters and shit in the daytime, but boy, when nighttime comes, they put them night vision on. Green, they call them green eyes. They put them green eyes on. Yeah. And niggas that was in the Iberville project in the hallways, you woke up the next morning, they were dead in the hallways and the windows, just lifeless. Because they went through that with the night visions on, man.
Hey, and
whacking shit.
And why would they name themselves Blackwater? There's no good condemnation. I just looked up Blackwater. It's nothing good. Blackwater is a wastewater from bathrooms and toilets that contain fecal matter and urine. Water from kitchen and dishwashers also considered black water due to contamination by the pathogens and grease.
You know why they call it so black water?
Industry science, because it represents death.
You know why they also call it so black water and what it symbolizes? Because all of the disgruntled ones that was in the army, they got put out for various reasons. They all made them one particular group, man. The ones that got kicked out. What they call it? Dishonorable charges.
Section 8.
You know, did all type of lewd fucking acts over there in the country. They came over there and got the contracts.
Yeah.
You know?
That goes hand in hand with what that brother just read. The shit and the piss. Yeah. They're considered the shit and the piss of these different branches of the army.
Yeah.
They just all collected.
And wow.
Yeah.
They have no integrity or morals when they come in. They're whatever you tell them to do, they're going to do it. Men of honorable discharge, certain things they're not going to do. They're not going to kill their own people. Yeah. You send these scum in, and they're going to kill kids, whatever.
Yeah, I met one of them back 2 years before before I came into the truth. I met a guy that worked. I'm like, why the fuck you here working at Home Depot? He's like, oh, this is just a disguised job that I got. He looked like a white Steve Irwin. And he showed me his Blackwater badge and everything, man. You should sign up. And the guy said, man, we don't have the orders like the military. The military had to give you so many commands before they do something, before they step in and disarm you or shoot at you. He said, we just rock and roll. We ain't telling you nothing. All right? And we guard wealthy billionaires and trillionaires. He said, watch, in 2 weeks from now, you're not going to see me here working for a while. Like, what's up? He's like, oh, I'm going to guard a billionaire woman. I done did it before with her. I fly on the jets, go everywhere. She may be in the mall. I'm down here just watching. If any guy walks up to her, it's terminated on sight. You got and guess what? You got real life John Wicks running around here.
Yeah.
Waiting for that call to let loose, man.
That's what they call those terror cells where they just wait and hide for to get that
blend in.
Yeah, to blend in.
Sleeper cells.
Sleeper cells, what it is. The water, brother. Yeah. Sleeper cells out.
They all at the same game, eating popcorn, drinking beer with you. All about it, ready to cut loose, man.
Yeah.
All right? The killers are here. Everything is set in place. All right, especially now in these times. You know, back then we were talking in future tense. Yeah. When we was just hitting the block years ago, we were talking in future tense. Now we're here in the future. It's here. All right? This man ready to let loose on you Jakes, man. You 2/3, you average everyday Americans, you Edomites, they're all your own government finna wild out on you, man. You got the Edomites, different supervisors I had to know about the truth, know about what's going on over my dead body. Well, that's the plan.
Plan for you to act that way.
You gotta take it out of my cold day. That's the plan,
Cold, it'll be a cold day in hell.
And like that Blackwater guy said in that clip, it's too boring over here. That's their mentality. They want the shit.
Yeah.
Right.
And guess what? They're gonna come to the roughest, wildest, toughest place. Cause you niggas here in New Orleans, you need to build a reputation in Louisiana over the past decade and a half of being these most wild, roughest niggas.
Whoa, longer than that.
Yeah, longer than that.
It's been longer than that.
We gotta go back to the start.
My whole life.
You gotta go back to the start. Really, the years go back to 93, 94.
That's
With the birth years
climax of it.
of the wild, crazy time when you niggas down here hold yourselves in high regard of being the murder capital. You think that's a title? Well, guess what? Esau know that. You niggas in Monroe, you niggas in Ruston, you niggas in Baton Rouge, you niggas that got wild up there in Shreveport, you niggas got wild up there in Lake Charles, Lafayette. We got a plan for you niggas, man. It's to wipe you out.
I got a precept back to everything you just said.
Go ahead, bring that precept up.
It's like Predator. Predator only wants to fight who?
The
killer. He don't want no bitches. He wants to fight the real killer.
Everybody, I want that guy right there.
That gets Predator on. Like Predator start shaking.
Yes.
He see him start grabbing.
That's one for
Matter of
last.
fact, I'm gonna let y'all shoot me so you can see the trail of my blood on those leaves, so you can track me. Then I'm gonna fight you one on one.
And then he put his medical
Put his medical thing and just scream at everything. Powered up. That's right.
That's Esau, man. Esau get powered up off seeing you niggas out there. What's down, bitch? You're holding a gun like this. You know, the back of the gun.
with the clip phone.
Yeah, clip fall. That's the clip that fell out right there. What up, bitch? Retarded. You better run retarded.
Yeah.
Well, Esau gonna go retarded. You niggas down here with all this, bitch, I'm out here. Come to that 9. Well, they gonna come to the 9.
Yes.
They gonna come to Treme. They gonna come to the projects where you niggas, what used to be projects, where you niggas love to dwell. And they gonna want to hold court. Esau don't want to put that, the first day to get charged up. They won't get charged up. And guess what? You niggas ain't gonna stand 1 second. What they finna bring, man.
Yeah.
Hey, and Predator 2.
Closing this bitch down, man. Huh?
And Predator 2, when Danny Glover was chasing him, Predator passed by that old lady, and he's like, "Ma'am, I'm a cop," and she's like, "I don't think he gives a shit."
I was in that bathroom.
Juicing up.
Yeah.
Juicing the
What's up with that shit in his chest?
Yeah, man. That's he's the real life Judge Dredd, man. This nigga, you remember the old Judge Dredd? Yeah. Punch a nigga in the face with them big gloves and them big headed fists, man. He got that big booty chin. Nail you niggas, man.
Hey, you put that clip with that dude in Congress, and he was talking about New Orleans.
Oh, yeah, he was wild. You talking about John Kennedy.
That nigga say New Orleans is worse than Fallujah at its highest level. I'm like, damn. When you see them videos of Fallujah,
they ain't wilding out in Fallujah, brother.
Wilding.
That's what they call Fallujah, the hornet's nest. It's like going, you putting yourself in a hornet's nest and hoping to come out. Them dudes hoping and twisting their toes and their fingers when they go in Fallujah, and they might not make it out. That's how bad it was. They comparing down here to that. So what's they gonna do? They're gonna bring the killers to match that, man. You niggas out there in Baton Rouge, you listen to Young Boy with them musty ass hoodies on.
Yeah.
All right, with them Vans, wilding out. You know, you niggas got the glizzies, the AR pistols, the ski masks.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna see. We're gonna see how bad you is, man. Why that white boy shooting at me? You know?
Yeah.
We're gonna see. And guess what? These different governors and senators, they're gonna be right there. They're gonna be right there in the city. What do they call it? The Capitol building, looking at the
State
windows
Capitol.
with their binoculars like this.
Right.
Wow, give me a report. They gotta have all these screens.
High tower looking down at your ass.
Cause you know they did it for the purge. They had all them screens set up. What's going on over here? Scottsdale, give me that.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Zoom in on you.
They got the
Okay.
drones too, hovering
Yeah.
around
Yes.
just.
Yeah, they're
Yes.
gonna zoom in on the night walk, man. Zoom in on downtown, uptown. Give me Central City. Oh, you gonna see one of them. You gonna see one of those. You said massive. You heard the boy say a massive guy got out of the car. You gonna see a massive guy put 3 in your head like a bowling ball, man.
Duke Nukem shades on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Double tap. You remember your boy, man, Metal Slug? They gonna put Metal Slug out on these streets, man. With that same shit he got.
Shut up. Rocket launcher.
Yeah, man.
They got.
Yeah, y'all, we fucking around, but we serious too.
Serious, bro. Dead serious.
They gonna meet you niggas down here, in Houston,
Yeah.
on both the third ward and fifth ward. You niggas down here in the New Orleans area. What else? Chicago for sure.
Yeah. Out
They
there.
gonna match that shit, man.
Compton.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oakland.
Yeah.
I got.
Out there in Florida. Opalaka.
Oh,
yeah. All
these niggas, you Miami niggas.
Miami niggas.
You
man.
niggas with them 3 dreads in your head, them wicks. They gonna kill y'all black ass, man. Slugs and shit.
Yeah.
Nigga don't care. And you niggas up there in New York with them big ass Timbs.
Yeah.
Word of mother, son. They gonna kill you niggas too, man.
Right.
Done. You heard? B. They gonna kill you niggas, man.
Kid.
And you Chuck man niggas up there in Cali.
Yeah.
You niggas, man. Hey, cuz.
Yeah. Blood. With your dick is on.
Yeah. Sweet. Yeah, you niggas gonna die, man. He gonna roll right up in there. MRAP, he might bring out some shit we never seen before.
Some real juggernaut shit.
Yeah, yeah, man.
Call of Duty type shit.
Dallas, y'all niggas gonna get it too. Y'all wild.
Yeah.
You know, you Mississippi niggas up there, especially you niggas up there in Greensville, Mississippi. All right, the nigga King Gumbo, you niggas gonna die, man.
God,
I think Chicago gonna be first.
Yeah.
Gonna make an example out of Chicago.
And they were talking about that purge bill up in Illinois first.
yeah.
Let you run.
That's
wild.
that's still on the. I think they had pushed it. He saw pushed it back.
Yeah.
And he said over there in the Bay in San Francisco, while those killer robots, they pushed that date back.
I got a preset.
It's still on the way.
Yeah, man.
The law say no terror. Wait for it. It's coming. Go ahead. Hold on. I think my y'all had one.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I got
Yeah, you had who else went first? Go ahead.
I mean, they have one first, but I got one.
Okay, go ahead.
You can go first.
Come on, this is Zephaniah 1:14. The great day of the Lord Yahweh is near. It is near and hasten greatly.
Mm-hmm.
Even the voice of the day of the Lord Yahweh. The mighty man shall cry there bitterly.
Come on.
That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness, a desolation, and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, and a day of clouds and thick darkness.
Minute 30.
God.
Hour 30.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, so you can
Yeah,
one of them.
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. Like I said, in that day, man, the so-called gangsters, the hood niggas out here, man, they gonna be out this bitch crying like a motherfucker, man, because shit gonna get hectic, crazy, bloody, all the above.
Hugging their pillows and sucking their thumbs.
Yeah.
What you read about is the day of the Lord. What we've been talking about is the day of the Lord.
Yeah.
Ultimately, starting with the beginning, what we talked about with the financial economic system collapsing. That's a whole crashing right there. That crash sets up war upon the streets right here.
Yeah. Domino effect.
Domino effect, where the chips all the way fall. And I just seen something today about with this Trump, which is nothing but a distraction. You see these Edomites out there just clashing at each other like this. Nothing but a distraction. Okay? It's gonna happen in real time, but a distraction keeping people, okay, further away from what's really happening. The whole monetary system is on a downward spiral. We ain't trying to be working no more. Man, we talking about, man, Jake is tired of fucking working. Fucking backs are hurting. Legs are hurting. It's damn like Jake got arthritis. From this fucking pain, man. We need new bodies. We need the new kingdom. We need, King David said, cast him down, O Lord. Deliver my soul, not from the wicked, which is thy sword.
That's right.
Go ahead, No, I'm talking about would you finish with?
Yeah, come.
And hey, just to back up what the other brother was saying, hey, the main target of all this is you Jakes. Hey, including us as well. The only difference is going to be Abarat Azab. We have that number. We have that hedge over us. But this is 2nd Esdras chapter 16. I'm going to start at verse 70. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. They shall be like madmen. Blackwater,
There you go.
the troops, and the robots,
NATO.
the blue helmets with the
There
blue
you go.
pills. Hey,
It's a bad combination right there.
hey, it says in Revelation 12, verse 12, he's coming down in great wrath.
Great wrath.
This is Esau's and Ezekiel 21.
There you go. I got it.
Okay.
I got it. It's gonna slide. I don't want to be too long with it. Real quick. It's Ezekiel 21 and verse 9. It says, Son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord, say, a sword is sharpened and also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. Won't get it?
Hey, and I said, what it's gonna shine. Esau's pulling out
Glitter.
that sword that last time. He knows it's his last time. It's his last time to get his hands on Jake. So he's about to show his red ass.
Yes.
Wild out, man.
He
Yeah.
about to kill as many Jakes as he can. He doesn't care how many of his own people he kills.
What you little,
He's going in.
what little young niggas say? Something about turn up. He gonna
Yeah.
turn up.
Demon time?
Huh?
Demon time?
Yeah, he gonna end up saying, man, that nigga look real demon.
Devil.
Yeah.
Devil trick.
Oh man, no,
He gonna be on whatever that time that nigga Kratos be fighting, whoever that big nigga Kratos be fighting against. He gonna be on that type of time. Wilding out, man.
See, the brother just read, it say that word Greek in secondary 16 and 7.
They shall be like madmen, sparing none, and still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. But they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses, and kicking your door in, kicking that door so hard that the whole lock is still on the door, while the whole door just flies out. They drag you out, throw you in a truck. They split your families up, moaning and crying, and then you end up in a detention center getting some drills in your kneecaps, power drills in your kneecaps.
I had a dream about that, man. I was around Legion Field Street, and martial law went down. I seen him drag a dude out his house with dreads, by his dreads, big 6'7" motherfucker, dragging by his hair, and his legs sliding against the drain.
Knock his dreads off.
The guy was like, no, and he bolted him to the ground, man. And he proceeded to go to the van and put a book sack on with one of those belt fed guns, man. They was just going down Legion Field. Jake was out there sipping on beer. You know how Jake be down here on the avenue, in the middle of the avenue, talking, playing dice and shit. And they just going through like this, just mowing shit down. And this shit seemed real, bro. Cause I was hot in the car. I'm sweating and shit. You know, you really sweating in your sleep, but I'm sweating this shit. I'm like, what the fuck? You can see the boots walk by you, the shells, the hot ass shells hitting you on the ground, rolling in the car and shit. And it wasn't playing with you, man. And that was, like I said, it seemed real. It was down here. It was down here, man. And then, like I said, that just make you feel the Lord. The Lord gonna let loose, man. That's the Lord anger. You gonna let loose on you, Jakes, man. One last time.
He said, the wicked, again, you brought it up, that Psalm 17 and 13, the wicked who is my sword.
Yeah, man. And that's not even getting to the Ezekiel one, the Lord, with the one you said.
I'm right there, I'm reading.
Man, he used the word slaughter.
Slaughter. This the Lord, Yahweh through the second Yahweh Shah saying this. When the Lord says for slaughter, it's going to be.
Hey, if you go in that word slaughter, it goes in the word butchery and all type of stuff, man. This shit, man. Hey, what did it say? Hell's Kitchen? Or what at that show called Hell? It's gonna be a real lot of Hell's Kitchen, man. The Lord, a lot of these devils, their fangs gonna come out, the saliva, them horns gonna grow out this devil.
Yeah.
All right.
Bro, tall.
And then that movie Hell Kitchen, had some fucked up shit happen in that bitch. That's gonna be going on a lot.
Yeah, man.
Men getting on
Oh yeah.
Inside's torn up, man.
Yeah. You gonna get your back. You gonna get that. Let me leave that alone. Go ahead, brother. I'm about to go there.
I just got one more verse.
Yeah, man.
And
We gonna be, like Apostle DeHart said back then, including us, we gonna be scared, man. We gonna be hoping that the Lord is with us, man.
That's right.
When we see these things, because we don't know what it's all about. Yeah. Damn the Lord. Look how you see how the Lord do a nigga, man, or do a crap, you like, boy, the Lord mad with that nigga, boy.
Yeah.
He gonna be fearing, hoping the Lord don't touch us.
Yeah.
The lack of scarcity.
Yeah. All this debt, all this chaos gonna be going on, man. Every moment gonna feel like a moment in a track meet.
Yeah.
Heart racing, your adrenaline pumping.
Yeah.
Nervous, your hair standing on the back of your neck.
Palm sweat.
Yeah.
mom spaghetti.
Shit's gonna be ill, man. Go ahead, Doc.
But this is
getting into, it's getting into it, brother.
This is verse
We're
7.
getting into like y'all. We're getting into it because this is a time that we're in. There's never been another time that we're the time that we're in.
Yeah.
Never been. The Bible tells you that. It said, but he shall be saved out of it. That's the hope that we have right here. So we're giving that issue and all that warning. It will come for you niggas, man. And you spits. Okay? All you tribes, man. This is what's coming down the pipe for you. Esau got a plan for you. The Lord got a plan for you. We get that in Jeremiah 15 chapter. Go ahead.
That's the spirit. Then, verse 73, then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. Hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord. Behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same.
Go ahead, break it down.
Hey, just to back up what you said.
Yeah.
Hey, back what you said, Elder. Hey, the righteous, it says, the righteous shall scarcely be saved. Even the men of the Lord, we're going to be put in some situations like our forefathers, where it's like, it looked like we ain't going to make it out of it.
Sticky.
Like literally,
last second.
a fire on the right hand and a water on the left, but you just got to have faith in Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, that he's going to get you through it. Hey, we're about to come into the times when the unbelievable become the believable. Them miracles that people think are fairy tales in the scriptures, they about to come back in full force.
Yeah, all of it, man. The situation that happened with Elijah, I think Elisha or Elijah, when the crows came and delivered them food, those miracles is finna come back. Those last seconds of hope is finna come back where the guard standing over you with your head, with the hand on your head, with the bag, finna shoot you, and they get shot by somebody else.
Yeah.
And you sitting there, and somebody, an angel, somebody take the thing off your head, man. These times are coming. Those dramatic scenes in the movies are finna come to the men of the Lord and to the sincere.
Real time.
You might get teleported at it. Instead of the gun shooting, you might just take the bag off and you just in a whole nother.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And what's crazy, the brother Corinthians, I had a dream about that with us in it, man. You know, being in the house and the troops came in, you heard the pop sound, but when the pop sound happened, he said we were somewhere else, sitting on the bench, man. You know? But the main thing, just like the video from yesterday, you gotta have your mind fixed on taking it to the dope, if need be, meaning dying. All right, giving up the ghost. Yeah. If it happens, so be it. Yeah. But that's how cancer serious it is, man. That's how that's how serious this thing is, man.
Yeah.
All right. All we doing is painting the picture and setting the stage for you. These things are gonna happen. Troops, all hell breaking loose, cannibalism. None of you got prepared to see that, man. People, somebody digging in somebody's chest, coming out with lungs and hearts. What it is? Intestines and shit, man.
Large intestines, small intestines.
Eating them shits, man. Coming and have a bloody face. You ready for that? And then they seeing you. 6 of them. Trick me. That's what the scripture says. It's gonna be like you ran from a lion, met a bear, bro. That's how Jacob saw
hands to the wall.
That's another thing.
Huh?
They ain't even turned the juice off.
They ain't even cranked it up all the way out. With that volume.
Man, this is serious, man. This ain't nothing to play with. You in the warehouse and the guillotine is sitting there under the spotlight. He saw that the bitch under the spotlight.
Not
one shiny,
You
hey, like a shiny new color.
glisten. You see that shiny, glistening, sparkling come from that blade on that thing.
Blood.
And then it wink. That shiny blade that sparkles is winking at you. Like, yeah, you for me.
You next.
You next.
You number 10 in the line. And that line getting shorter and shorter.
Well, you be number one in the line.
Yeah.
Man, you see what Trump is saying. These people have a plan, design thing specifically for the men of the Lord.
Public,
Yeah. Public enemy number one.
and making public executions and shit.
Yes. On reality TV. He wants you to be on reality TV. That's humiliation right there. He's a prophet of doom right there. But I'm gonna make America great again. So I'm gonna kill him to make an example. And he wants to do that to put fear in other guys with the whole feet leg right there. That's what it's coming down to. But I would say, man, this is very detrimental and serious. The days that we're in are very serious, man. Go ahead, right? Y'all brothers can get y'all we can take it out.
We can take it out.
This the book of Daniel, chapter 12 and 1. It says, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people, which all of these things that brothers went into tonight, there's no way in hell, bro, that we can fight against this man, that we can wiggle our way. There's nothing we can do in our power to get away from these things that we brought out tonight. And there's certain things we haven't even touched on. You know, all of these things are going to be happening at one time. So we're going to need divine intervention.
I'm going to say this too. And don't be one of those guys that bitch up and try to go get you a plane ticket to get out of here. But guess what? You'll go to wherever and that same shit going on over there. The main, I'm saying to say this, the main deliverance of the children of Israel is going to happen over here, man, in America.
That's right.
You got these guys in the moon to Ethiopia and shit, and flown out of here, hoping that they're beating the destruction. Oh, I ain't trying to go deal with martial law. We gotta go through it, man.
That's that whole fleet doctrine that Jake be pushing out, man, about getting the hell up out of here and going to wherever else where you don't think the church is gonna hit.
Yeah.
If you're part of the 2/3, the Lord gonna get you.
Yeah, the Lord have one of them fucking have one of them niggas blow your brains out over there, man. One of them niggas, man.
You run into ISIS over there.
Yeah.
Go your ass to one of them, Philippines, one of them niggas will take you out, man. You can't run, you gotta deal with this.
You go your ass over to Mexico, they gonna take your ass out, man.
Oh, yeah.
You've been seeing that in the news.
What, Negro City, what do they call
it?
You know?
Passport rules.
Right, bro.
This is gonna happen worldwide, man. All over the world, this is gonna happen. It's not gonna just be in one concentrated place. But the world, Craig.
Yeah.
All right? The world, Craig. Come on, man.
Yeah. Well, the Lord said,
tighten up, man.
The Lord says the temptation will come upon all the world.
That's right.
This is a global thing.
It's gonna be global.
Yeah.
Hey, like you said, it's gonna be a global issuing out of the market of beasts. The market of beasts ain't gonna just be here in Americas. It's gonna be all over the world, man.
I'm not sure a quick precept what you're saying.
Yeah, go ahead.
Jeremiah 12, 25 and 33. And the slain of the Lord shall be as that day from one end of the earth, even to the other end of the earth. See,
that's showing that the destruction is gonna happen all over the world, man. That day of temptation is gonna happen all over the world. Look at what they did to the brother. You know, I just heard some of the stories. The brother over there in Australia, man. They was the pull-up boys over there giving out the jab. Helicopters all night long, going up and down, flying.
Oh man, that's pretty good out there by itself.
Yes.
Oh what?
You deal with this shit, man. Had to stay inside all goddamn day. Then you got a brother out there in Japan. Imagine what he got to go through. That's a confidence country. You know?
Wow.
Decisions gonna be made, man. You gotta be a guy that, me and this brother will be talking about this. Remember, you know what I'm talking about, right? You know what I'm talking about, right? When I say this, you got some guys that can't even make a simple decision, man, on something small. to do? What to do with my family? What to do? Hey, you want to make a decision quick, and hope that it's the right one.
It's insane.
You know?
Yeah.
This ain't no game, man. This ain't no game. You gotta be able to think. You gotta be able to get your ass and get ready to move, man. That's like right now. Yeah, we talked about it earlier. If he really flooded this bitch, Jake's still asleep, man.
Yeah.
You gotta move.
They gonna say you got work in the morning.
Working them all. They ain't coming for me.
Or Jay trying to, what Spirit
Save your
tell us,
stuff.
yeah, Jay,
Save your stuff.
the Lord tell us to get out of Dodge.
Yeah.
You see the abomination of desolation, you know?
Yeah.
We got to be in that same spirit like they was in the ancient world. They trying to go back and say this shit.
Yeah. Spirit a lot.
You better move, man.
You got a fleet doing destruction, like 70 AD.
Yeah.
When
That's it.
the prophecy the
Yeah.
Lord gave them, you gotta
Yeah.
when it's getting flooded out, this business happening, you gonna have to flee, man. And we got to move in the spirit.
They couldn't go back and get that,
We couldn't go,
Yeah.
that Arabian horse they had in the stall.
that tent, whatever you had in that tent.
Yeah.
That's it.
It was King Herod, because Herod had his personal army. Herod came in. It was shut he was shut everything down. All of them members shut everything down.
And the Lord gonna do miracles like he did before, because you read those accounts, different accounts that happen in the scriptures. The Lord had chariots guiding Israel what to go at, man.
Yeah.
So the same thing gonna happen for the men of the Lord and the elect.
Thanks.
All right, we may, Lord, we might be together. And we may see a figure that's doing like this, like come this way.
Yeah.
You know,
Feed y'all over.
mothers of food
Yeah,
is
you
there for us and shit, man. Those things are gonna happen. Those are not fairy tales. Those are not mythical stories that happen. Those are real stories, real accounts that happen, and they're gonna happen again. Cause we can't do it. We're gonna need spiritual powers. We're gonna need the Lord to protect us from. We just listen to a whole fucking video of guys, killers talking about how they was getting down, man. How they was getting off. So what you think? That was what Katrina was 17 years ago?
Yeah, 2005.
18? Guess what? The technology just advanced.
Yeah.
The treacherous attitudes and the killing just got more gruesome. This nigga that got more powerful, man, than 18 years ago.
He was increased.
Yeah.
We gonna need some help ASAP.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And I was telling I was telling Green, that's what I'm talking about this on the camp last Saturday, about how those Green Berets, those dudes, the training that I watched the fucking 2-hour video on, I'm putting in the WhatsApp. How them dudes, the Edomites train.
Yeah, they trained to kill 12 people.
Oh my gosh.
They're trained to kill 12 individuals before they die. You know? Go ahead.
Yeah.
They only deploy 5 at a time at the most.
Yeah.
Overseas to go handle business, they only send 5 of them home.
Those 5 dudes can get down, man.
Yeah.
I done seen 2 of them get sent to the embassy, and they were just whacking you Hamites, man. You Hamites running with them ugly head guns. And you done roped up
That's what they
leads
was
and
doing
shit.
on that movie, with Bruce Willis.
But
Tears of the Sun.
Tears of the Sun.
They was tearing them Hamites up. There wasn't up to like 7, 8 of them.
Yeah.
With the paint and shit.
The Lord fucked him up too. Just throw that in there.
yeah,
He got some kind of disease with him.
He can't remember
He
things.
can't remember things. All right, so
got a little more. We're gonna get out on that, man.
you good? Yeah.
It says, in the middle of Daniel 12:1, it says, and there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that be found written in the book. And that book is the book of life, man. All right? And it said what? At that time thy people shall be delivered. Who is that people that they're talking about? The elect, man. Just like the brother Yaganan said a little while ago. All right, we're going to need deliverance. We cannot do this by ourselves.
At all, man. This nigga gonna bring out the robots. He gonna bring out the 2090 gun.
Yeah.
He didn't got that. This shit.
3,000, huh?
The shit that you got in your house.
Yeah.
And your safe.
The real future guns.
that shit hand me down to what this nigga really got. This nigga, he got some shit that you can turn around corners, got screens on it and shit. This nigga got a heart sensor guns and shit, man.
Seeking bullets.
Oh man, this shit is a game. Right? What the government shows you, they already 20, 40 years in advance on the shit, man. And you think, and you got niggas with these little pop pills think they can come up against the government. This nigga own drones that can fly 9 miles, 10 miles in the air and zoom down with a camera on your see your pores way up there.
And then look, when on the drones, we see it on the pictures, they had a little box for every human. It's a little box, and they got the targets where they're not gonna miss.
Yeah,
the little box be green.
Yeah,
and that's humans moving. And they can just hit you from where the fuck they at.
Yeah. I mean, even like Ryan was going to the movie The Predator. What did he see? Everything that was green or red, he zeroed in on it and slaughtered it.
And my woman, her little cousin, he driving bitches, man. You hear the stories. Them motherfuckers be flying way in Alabama and watching you way over here.
Mm-hmm.
In the sky, just circling shit, just watching you like a motherfucker, man. And you got niggas that think you can take this man down, man. All right? Well, go ahead.
What was that movie, Kaya, with Idris? The Jake.
Oh, yeah. They brought out on that. They brought that shit out on that.
He was like, no, Damon Idris, he and Snoop Dogg.
The dude that had the half a body. Beyond the wire. Beyond the wire, they show you how they fly the drones, man.
Yeah, I mean, so
Playing way somewhere over there. He was like a video game type shit, but they actually in the warfare.
Outside the wire.
Outside the wire, that's it.
Outside the wire.
For you who ain't seen that, it's a Netflix shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's on that.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. Go watch it, man. Outside the wire, they show you how he get down, man. And I showed you, brothers. Remember that video I showed y'all? Like, it's like a nigga was really like that. Like, oh boy, I don't want to spoil the movie, but he was like, remember how old boy?
Guy was walking and looking translucent.
Yeah, man.
He got some shit out here. He got weaponized soldiers that he created in lab and shit, man. In real life. A universal soldier.
Yeah. Hey, Salaki, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, hey, this is this man's last stand. Whenever you look at anybody last stand, what they do, they bringing everything out.
Back against the wall.
Speaking on that, what you said, Amawad, the like Universal Soldier movie with Dolph Lundgren, it says Chinese genetic experiment may lead to an army of radiation-resistant super soldiers.
Come on, man.
Yeah, and then they got rumors. They got rumors of like Afghans and even some guys over there. Some of the guys over there in Ukraine talking about how they got motherfuckers running around invisible, brother. They got visible suits on, running around killing shit over there. This is a nigga got this type of technology, man. It's it's like a blanket, and it has some type of technology where it shines off the light.
I've seen it.
They got some shit, man.
I think they supposedly put them helmets on Hulk that could look around the corner for you and shit like that. It was like a Google war helmet or some shit like that. They can see the distance and measure everything, and like I said, look around the corner so you don't have to look around and get shot, but you can see everything, the whole battlefield.
Yeah, these niggas got this shit, man. And guess what? They're gonna be used on the streets of America, man. All right, we didn't half these brothers in the camp been around when the time J Ham was coming out. All type of close quarter combat, urban combat was in the play, But this is the time, man. All right, these devils are finna lose horribly. They're getting off. All right, you ready to get off on you people, man. All right, anything else up? Anybody got anything to say? Anything? All right. So with that, man, we hope this particular lesson was edifying. Until next time, we'll give all praises, glory, infinite honors to Yahweh. The honor once again to our elders and apostles of GMS. Peace and blessings. Also, citations to the elect, to the sincere out there. Until next time, shalom.
Shalom.
Baba ba.
Baba ba.
Baba ba.
Baba ba.
Baba ba.
Baba ba.
And Kwam Yashala, man.
Shalom. 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 Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.